Hello, gamers! Welcome to Paperwork Pantheon. We are missing some of our players today. We're missing Amelia and lovely jubbly Patrick. There we go. I'm just fixing cameras and whatnot. So we're using the super budget version of my overlay, which is just these cameras, because then I have to make a camera.
It kills me every time you do this. Do you know how long that took to draw?
Yes.
And you can't just come up with a couple different layouts? A couple different pre-save, what are they called? Scenes?
So I have one for 4 players, and I
me.
have one for 5 players. I refuse to do one for 2 players.
Why? Danny, I think he's discriminating.
I know. I think Offbeat just hates us personally.
I agree.
You're right. You're so right for that, King. I'm glad we finally could get that established.
I think there should be a Danny Godfried Viari one specifically.
A specific new overlay?
Yeah.
Sauce with it, you know?
Alright, you go for it. You make it.
We'll call it the damage duo overlay.
Or
Not that I'm doing
are you
any
gonna
damage
draw
right
it?
now.
Are you gonna draw it?
Maybe I will. What if I do?
Ah, well then we'll have an overlay.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you, bro.
That's awesome. Oh my god.
Thank you, bro. It's so nice of you to do that.
I have regrets.
What are you talking about? You were the one who suggested it.
Yeah, why? It's so nice of you to do that for us. I'm trying to find where I've kept the information for this fight.
Oh, you know, are you asking me?
Sure,
Have you checked your
I
butthole?
am.
Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just got a couple dingleberries there. Do you think that's useful? Oh, here it is.
Maybe. Put them in your mouth.
Oh, right. This page with astonishingly little calculations on it. Here we
What
go.
does that mean?
It means you guys have not dealt too much damage to him yet. So
Yeah, we
had to
haven't
do
dealt
subtraction.
damage.
You've dealt 80 damage to him. All right.
Wait, was that doubled? That feels like it should have been doubled.
Why would it have been doubled?
Because of the vulnerability thing.
Yeah, you guys dealt 40 total when it got doubled to 80.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you, because you were the only one who attacked him that round.
Can you just kill me now?
No.
Me specifically, not Viari. Don't hurt Viari.
That's all I can do without going to jail.
I don't like that.
Throwing us back into it, though. Godfried, you have been held down in work for a good while. And you've got a monitor up on your desk, and you're watching the fight going down, and it's not looking good.
It is so Jover for them. Oh my god.
You've watched as A's got close, hit a couple of attacks. Viari's simulacrum has been turned into a dragon, which, by the way, chat, I had been operating under the assumption that the party simulacrums were also nested, but the party was under the assumption that they weren't. So I retconned it, and they got a buff as a result. So now that's how they work, because that's how I balanced this fight. Yippee.
Yippee! Yay!
That, Godfried, you are watching on your monitor. You've watched Viari simulacrum be turned into a dragon. You've watched A's miss a couple shots. Theta in the back put one of them into a maze. But
What are they fighting?
they're fighting combustion and ignition. The two.
Both of them? I thought we killed one of them.
No, you wounded.
It got
one,
away.
And then he teleported.
Oh yeah.
away.
Sorry, I was about to say we. I'm 2-0, so.
And it's not looking good. Combustion is about to take their turn. You have, in this moment, you have a stack of papers that you can choose to neglect and show up around later. Show up now, or you can do your papers now and show up around later and
How
see
important
the
are these
content.
papers?
Huh?
How important are these papers? Like, what am I doing?
You're doing your technical godly duties of judging people. You just like these ones are just like they've been judged by other versions of yourself, and you're just signing them away. And just
Okay. It's just like finalization. Like, okay, well, wish I could make some actions of myself to do it my way. Jesus Christ. I could just sign them when I get back. They're here for all eternity. What's like 12 seconds? Because that's how long this fight's gonna be.
Are you gonna join now?
Yeah, I'll join. I'll jump in.
Roll initiative, please.
I was thinking, if you were gonna seriously leave me on my own against combustion and ignition,
It'd be pretty funny.
That would be pretty.
I almost died last time because of your antics. Ace did die.
And I got a dog! 22.
22? Alright.
I'm waiting for a Chaos God to come in with Godfried's energy and start doing stuff like this, like stealing the dog back.
No!
That kind of nonsense.
I tried to do that. You guys didn't like him.
Z's?
Yeah, I tried my best to
Well,
be
Z's, because Z's was malicious. I'm just silly.
Yeah, Z's
Z's
doesn't know when to stop.
Because the
Z's
dog
not
did
fun.
not. The dog wasn't a dog. The dog is two people who worship the fucking wrong thing. My camera's frozen. Give me a second. Fuck.
The
No.
thing is with Z's is Z's comes in and he's just a dick to us, and he just does things that are like not fun. Like he's not funny. He's just mean. Except to A's.
I think he's very funny. I think he's hilarious.
I know you do.
He's so funny. Danny is dead.
I think he's had time to have character growth, and the fact that he hasn't tells me that I'm never gonna like him. I'm like,
the smallest amount of character.
he is not. If he was a real person, done.
All right. In that case, it is Combustion's turn, but Godfried, you drop down from the ceiling in holy light, and as you do so, I'm gonna give you a free setup round. All right, you can't do any attacks, but you do get your bonus act. You do get your action points. You cannot make a single attack on the opponents, though.
Totally fine. Totally fine. Let's go to my notes. It's been 4 weeks since I've played, so let me make sure I'm getting this all right and I'm not missing anything. Okay. Okay. Activate as a free action. Bloodshed's gold star, moving up my D8s to D10s.
Okay.
I'm going to target with my legal points using a bonus action, which is 2 of my 5.
Okay.
To target, God, which one? So there's ignition and combustion. Which one have I bodied twice?
You have bodied ignition prior, I believe.
Oh, I'm going for him
you
again.
bodied combustion prior. Combustion is currently inside of a maze.
Oh, he got mazed?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll go for the other one.
Okay, ignition. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna target ignition with my legal points. Obviously, I'm not gonna activate it yet.
Okay.
Using 2 of my points. What else could I do? I just gotta make sure I'm setting this all up correctly. Okay. I will activate my blood stance as well as another bonus action. Sorry, bonus actions are 1 point, so I have 3 points remaining, right?
Well, you targeted them as your bonus action. You activated
So
your
that's
blood
1,
stance.
which is 1, so that's 2
what
total.
about gold star? Is that free? Or
Gold star is a free action.
Okay.
So that's 2 out of 3. Which means I have 1 bonus action left and a reaction. So I'm gonna leave 2 up for a reaction. Let me see what I have for bonus actions real quick.
Shadow Blade?
Oh, thank you. Yes, Shadow Blade. What am I saying? Ah.
You activate Shadow Blade. What level are you casting it at?
Oh, you know what I'm doing. I'm activating it at, is it 5th level? I'm pretty sure it's 5th level. Nope, 6th level.
All right. With that, Godfried, you join the fray. You are currently last in initiative, and as you join,
Last with a 22? That's insane.
Everybody rolled like ridiculous. In this
That's
fight.
insane.
Yeah.
We've also buffed ourselves like
Yeah.
a lot.
All right. However, combustion is first, and we'll use their as Godfried you join. A's and Fada wink out of existence. Combustion is freed from their maze. and will use their legendary resistance to remove Feeble Mind. They now have 2 action points left up, which they're going to keep up. Ignition. It's now Ignition's turn. Ignition, actually, after combustion, will take a legendary action.
Does it have any? I thought it took 3.
Oh, it's the legendary actions. Do they regenerate at the start of a round or the start of the creature's turn? It's
Start of the
creature's
turn.
Right? Never mind.
Oh.
I forbore. Sorry, I'm adjusting the fight on the fly to fit for the current party level. The current party.
Oh.
Oh, there.
All right. In that case, it'll move on to Ignition's turn. Ignition is going to target the dragon, who is still giving vulnerability to it. And it is going to attempt, realizing now that it is in fact a polymorph creature, it is going to cast Dispel Magic.
Does the dragon, because it's a different creature, have any action points?
No.
Okay, well, it
Transitive
has to
property.
roll.
Okay, yeah.
Is there anything you can do, Godfried, to stop my dragon from being dispelled right now?
I have a counter spell.
That would be great.
Okay.
Because I'm out of action points. I use my reactions.
I'll counter spell 5th.
All right. Roll for it, please.
It's just a d20 plus what modifier. I always forget for counterspell what my modifier is.
What is your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier is +5. So I roll
It's that 2d6.
2d6. Thank you.
Oh, I don't have that open anymore.
Ah, shit.
It's pinned in our group in the Discord.
16, 17, 19,
Okay.
22,
You
22,
need to
23.
find.
23.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You successfully counter the dispel magic.
Oh.
Okay. In that case, you see Ignition is going to stomp on the ground, whirling up this torrent of gunpowder. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Where am I in conjunction to the Ari and the dragon?
Within 10 feet.
10 feet away from the dragon. Viari, you specifically, I believe, stayed back, if I'm remembering correctly.
Why would I stay back? I was hitting it.
I thought you were trying to stay back in order to because you didn't have enough action points to engage in the fight. Am I mistaken?
Didn't I hit it? Didn't we stop?
Well, you have Eldritch Blast, so you can
Yeah,
be up.
didn't you say I Eldritch Blasted? Did it? I don't
Yes, you did.
remember staying
Yes, you
back.
did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't remember that.
Let's say you are currently 10 feet away. Let's move everybody up close.
Okay.
So you benefit from Godfried's aura.
Oh, so dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
I have a +15. How many d6 is that? It's divided by 3, right?
Yes, so 5d6s.
All right, 5d6. Thank you.
I need Google Dice Roller. Ugh.
All right, that's 13 plus 13 for 26.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is gonna take me a second because I don't understand. Oh no, the thing that you've got pinned in the chat is not what I need. Because I have one with all of my scores specifically.
Oh, okay.
Scores yet?
No, I have done it, but that's not the document that's pinned in chat.
Oh, I see. I see.
I've had to save it as a separate thing. Okay, I'm just gonna do a conversion the way that we have been.
Okay.
Because it's literally just going to be quicker. So I have a +2 normally. They've also given me Cat's Grace. Does that apply to saving throws?
Yes. How did you get Cat's Grace?
Because we did that to try to rig initiative. Do you remember?
Oh, right. Yes. That does.
Yeah.
I believe that only applies to checks. Let me check though.
Okay. And then how many dice does Godfried give me?
2.
I give you +5 on saves.
So it should be 2d6.
So I'm rolling 2d6 or Godfried's given me 2d6?
Godfried
I'm giving
gives
you 2d6.
Okay, cool. In which case, does
checks.
Cat's Grace do anything?
So no.
It's only checks. Okay, well that's a 23.
Okay. All right, and what about your dragon sim?
Oh, I'm guessing that's the. Fuck. I
an
don't
adult-
have the dragon.
An adult
stats
bronze
hold on.
dragon has
She's in
plus
chat.
0.
I have it. It's +1. Oh no, it's the same thing. No, it's, what?
Adult bronze.
Did you say copper or
I thought we were.
bronze?
I thought we were
you said copper.
ancients.
I said copper initially,
No,
and then
this
I
is
said
a
I had,
simulacra.
and then I said I had the wrong one, and then I said it was the adult bronze dragon, which is the one
Gotcha.
that has changed
Alright.
shape. I have pinned it in the PP general chat.
Bronze.
Well, I haven't pinned it. It's just the first thing that's there.
Pinned in Piz chat.
Okay, so that's 2d6 because of Godfried.
Okay.
Where is dice roll? Okay. Roll. 12.
Okay, it fails. All right. Viari and Godfried, you both succeed. Please only add 1 stack of gunpowder.
Got it.
On the adult bronze dragon. I'm assuming you lost how many stacks it had previously.
Yeah, I have no idea. I thought it was dead.
We're gonna
I
roll
don't
some-
think it was a lot.
Yeah. Either way, I've rolled the damage it takes. 15, that is 26, that is 43 fire damage.
Is that doubled already or no?
Not doubled yet.
Okay. I'm sorry. I will get to that in a second. I need D&D Beyond. Is that it?
43 fire
43?
damage. It is currently vulnerable to all damage from its own effect, so that'd be up to 86.
Yeah, I know.
And it gains 5 stacks of gunpowder.
Okay.
And with that, it ends its turn. Viari, your turn.
One sec. I don't have anything ready. One sec, sorry.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot it with the embargo bullet.
All right. Roll to hit using your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
And who are you targeting?
Is there not only one?
No.
I thought the other one was still in the maze. I thought it got rid of the
As-
feeble mind and then.
As Feda left, the maze lost concentration.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, I will just do the one that was in the maze.
Combustion.
Sorry, I'm blanking. So 15 is how many?
That's 5.
5, okay. $32.
32 to hit. All right, that hits. Right, only one shot. It lands. However, a few things will happen. 1, roll 5d6, please.
17.
17. Combustion is placed under an embargo of 17. And you see appearing above his head as this bullet rings across the battlefield. It slams into their chest, and above their head you see in brilliant gold the number 17 above their head. And you watch as their own brilliance and luster dulls. Now you guys have not really seen embargo in action yet, so you don't really know what this does. But presumably,
I was hoping that. I was hoping you were about to tell us.
Nope. You will see.
Okay.
It's 2 action points. You've got 3 left.
My simulacrum is going to use shape change to turn back into me, but
a simulacrum.
Level 15 or whatever. Yeah, the simulacrum.
Okay.
And that would leave us both with 3 action points.
Okay.
Oh, well, no, because the simulacrum, is it a copy of me currently, or is it a recharged version of me if it's using shape change? Does it have action surge?
If it's using shape change, it turns into a fully refreshed version of the simulacrum.
Okay. Okay, cool. So does it have a 9th level spell slot then?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to have it action surge, and I'm going to have it feeble mind, the one that we just embargoed.
Well, shit. I'm going to have to roll an intelligence save.
Does this... I had a question. Oh, does the simulacrum still have storyteller up?
No.
If not, can I have done that first? Because the conversation we had before we jumped on implied that it was going to have it up still. Yeah. Could I have done that first? Had storyteller?
I'm going to think about it afterwards. Actually, for now, we'll say that it's still up.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know how those abilities exactly work together. So, 13, 17, 21, 22.
22 to save?
Yes.
I think. With storyteller, no.
Shit.
So it can't use a legendary resistance to get out of that? Because it's embargoed?
You'll have to see how this embargo works,
Unless
but
it makes
potentially.
7. Okay, interesting. If that embargo, the 17, is a DC that needs to be met, I would like to flag a couple of things for your consideration. One, I'm wearing the robes of the Archmagi.
Pretty fucking please, let us get to the ability before you start making a plea. Pretty fucking please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I have something past my DC.
Is that your turn?
No, I'm gonna attempt to embargo the other one with my simulacrum, if that's possible.
I believe you have the bullets. I don't think you gave any to your simulacrum. I don't think they have anything to fire.
I didn't?
No.
Okay, fine. Can I use my free action to let them give them a bullet?
They can pick one, yeah. If you guys move together and whatever.
Okay.
Good.
And then I would like to fire it at the other one.
Alright.
If that's
okay. 2 action points used again. You have...
Yeah. 1.
Okay. 1 left? Okay.
For the simulacrum.
Yeah. Alright. Roll to hit, please, with your spellcasting modifier.
I have so many tabs open right now. It's so overwhelming. I'm so sorry. Okay. That is going to be a 26.
26 to hit. Ignition is going to cast shield. And it misses.
Can I counterspell the shield?
I don't think you have enough reaction points, do you?
Well, my turn recharged, so I do.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm going
Go for it.
to counterspell and the shield.
Okay, roll for it, please.
Roll for it. That feels rude.
As if I'm not upcasting everything and have been for the past 60 episodes.
Yeah. Okay. So that is plus. Wait. So it's a check. Sorry. This is a thing. So storyteller. No, that's concentration.
What is your...
I don't know why my brain is so scrambled today, but I cannot keep a single thing straight in my head, so just bear with me for a moment. My charisma modifier is +6. Do I get anything from Godfried?
Nothing from Godfrey. It is a pure check.
Okay.
It's +6. That's 2d6.
It's 2d6. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay. That is going to be a 21.
21. You make it. It is counterspell. The embargo bullet hits. Please roll 5d6.
5d6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is going to be a total of 17 again.
See above their heads a glowing golden 17.
I think it just sets a DC of 17. I say to Godfried.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Godfried, it is your turn. I believe.
Have you been huffing paint again, VR? Too much ink in your system? Come on. Alright, it's what turn, you say? That's so nice, isn't it?
It is.
Oh wait, bonus action. Oh no, I can't. Wait, can I quicken spell bonus action Eldritch Blast?
Look at that, Danny's
Oh, quicken.
eyes.
I'm sorry, I have a quicken
always
spell.
sunken. What are you talking about?
I can't quicken spell my Eldritch Invocation thingies, can I?
If you're casting a spell, yes, you can.
No, the higher ones, the higher tier. I forget what they're called. Like the 6th, 7th,
Mystic
8th, 9th.
Arcanum, you were casting
Mystic
a spell,
Arcanum.
so yes, you can.
I can. Wait, can I quicken spell Feeble Mind on this one as well?
You can attempt to, yes.
I'm going to attempt to do that.
All right.
So it needs to make a save. I believe the DC on this one is 27 or 28. I will double check. Wait. That's
31.
That's rude.
All right.
Fine.
Godfrey,
It's a me.
it's you.
Alright. Combustion, ignition. I've targeted combustion, correct?
You have targeted... You could not target combustion when you first arrived because they were still in
Okay,
the
so
maze,
it
you
is
targeted
ignition that I've targeted. Awesome. Good talk. Roll Tide. I'm right up against him, right? Good. Awesome. Alright, I'm first gonna activate my excuse me. I'm first gonna activate my Core of Power.
Okay.
Refreshing all of my spell slotties. And I guess we're just gonna start going to town, aren't we? Reaction. Is it reaction? No, is it bonus action? I got it.
Reaction to put them to sleep.
Thank you. Reaction. Go to sleep time.
They're already taking double damage as well.
Awesome. So that's great when I crit. That's gonna be awesome because I will crit.
We
My
are
blood stance is
overhauling
already
your crits,
active.
by the way, in the next arc. We're changing this shit.
It's been this way for how many episodes?
Yes, and it's about time that you got updated with the rest of the PP game system.
You're right. I need to get stronger. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, King. Anyway.
All right. Let's go to town, I guess. Put him to sleep. Action, attack, action surge, attack again. I have 3 more action points. Can I just attack with those?
I believe, if I'm not calculating this incorrectly, you put him to sleep at the start of your turn. They use up 2 action points. You now have 3 left. You action surge, going back up to 5.
Yes.
You then use 2 to attack, 2 more to attack. You only have 1 action point.
Ah, thank you. Got it. Cool. Well, I'm gonna free action sleepy time as well and put sleep stacks on them. So.
Okay. All right.
All right. So let's roll a hit, right?
Roll Tide. Yep.
And I have advantage because they're asleep.
And remember to keep track of your 5s and 6s and 1s.
Thank you. All right. So I have a plus 19 to hit.
Okay.
How many in D6 is that? That's
6.
Is that just 6? Yeah. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. This is attack number 1 out of 4. All right. On the D6, that is a 19 with a 5 and a 6. With a 10 for that is 29 with a 6 and a 5. That's for my first attack.
So 29 with a 6 and a 5?
Yes, well technically I roll with advantage. Should I roll?
Roll the d20 again.
Okay. Okay, that's a nat 20, so.
Okay. You got 2 extra hits on this first one.
Alright, attack number 2 on the d20. That is an 8 plus 66. With 3 5s and a 6. That's 23 plus 8.
Okay, so 4 extra hits.
Then we go to my second action, sir. Well, let me re-roll that for the advantage. 15. There you go. Then here we go. Another 66 on the third attack. 11 plus... Gee, okay, I'm taking a picture of this.
You only roll once per action, remember, Danny?
Oh, no.
Oh, you only roll once per action.
Well, all right. Well, I've rolled a lot of D6s and I rolled a lot of 5s and 6s on that one. So,
okay. So I believe we implemented. Did we implement the cap on how many extra hits you have in this, or was that only in stacks?
I don't remember. I don't.
I don't know. I haven't kept track of PP game rules in so long. I don't know what's happening.
I try so hard.
There's a lot. I'm very confused 90% of the time. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Hit a maximum number of 2 additional times as your secondary. Yes. Okay, so you only get 2 extra hits. You cheeky lad. So, but you did get 2 extra hits per action, so you have 8 total.
Are we implementing the crit system from stacks?
Only when you hit a natural crit. For you, you're just doubling dice because that's still currently how you get your damage.
Okay, well, I did hit a nat 20 on my first d20 roll with advantage.
Well, you're critting anyway because they're asleep.
Okay.
So it's just so we're doing the.
So, but are we doing the stacks thing as well? Like where I could apply all the damage in stacks of X?
If you hit 10 above the person's evasion, which
did I hit 10 above?
No,
which was I didn't hit above a 39. I hit a 39.
Wait,
that's
what?
not 10 above. It's nat 20 plus 19 on the first roll. That's 39.
I thought you said 29.
No.
Also, Danny, remember?
Okay, that's
fine.
a nat 20 plus 19.
Okay, I guess you crit.
Remember,
Sorry, what's up,
before applying stacks, remember, they've got the vulnerability thing on them, so they're going to take double damage. If that is removed before that damage goes off, like before those stacks are rolled, they won't take double damage on those stacks.
But if I give them bleed stacks on the removal, they will have to take that damage, which they are vulnerable to as well.
You don't take it on removal. You don't take the bleed stacks.
Wounds, if there are wounds remaining. But they're both embargoed.
They are both embargoed.
But what does embargo do? We don't know.
We don't fucking know at this point.
Explain it.
No.
He's refusing.
I'll call you a slur. I'll do it.
Which one?
One of mine.
You guys don't currently know the reason being that these are bullets made by Argus and not Alistair's actual ability. Otherwise, you guys might be able to gain insights, as this is working very differently.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me roll my damage first. So let's figure this out before I do anything else, before I decide on stacks of anything, which is in D10s because of my... Actually, I could activate as another free action my gold star and bring it up to D12s, which I think I'll do.
Okay.
So here we go.
How many spell slots do you have at higher levels?
I have one 6th level, which I gain back. I have 2 5th levels, 3 4th levels, 3 thirds, 3 seconds, and 4 firsts.
Okay, so you're gonna use a 6th, 2 fit, all your fours.
I'm probably not gonna use my 6 because yes, for Arcane Smite. So
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, in order for all your divine smites to go off, that is going to be all your fifths, which is 2.
Yes,
All your thirds,
yes.
which is 3.
Yes.
And
all my fourths.
all your fourths, which is 3. All your thirds, which is 3. So okay, so you're using your 2 fifths, 3 fourths, and 3 thirds.
And my 6 for an arcane smite.
Yes. Okay. So that's going to be a total of an extra. that's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 8. That's 8 additional. God, 8 times is 8 times 3 or is it 8 times 2 for my improved divine smite?
What are you asking?
Sorry, so my divine smite can go up to 5, right?
Yes.
So it's 5. So it's 5 at so it's 5 at 5th, right?
Yes.
And then 5 at 4th,
Okay.
and then 4 at 3rds, right?
Well, you've got 2 fifths, 3 fourths,
Yes,
3 thirds.
Exactly. So I'm rolling 5 d12s at my 5th levels, which is 10.
Yeah.
I'm rolling an additional 15 for my 4th levels, and then I'm rolling 12 additional ones for my 3rd levels, correct?
Yes, that should be 37 d12s for all
Cool.
the smites.
And that's not accounting for my hex blade. And that's also doubled because it's a crit. So let me double those to that's 74, right?
I'm gonna double in the final step.
Okay, so we're doubling just the damage, not the dice.
Well, I'm doubling the dice after I've already added them all together.
Okay, so the 37 is doubled. No, that's not.
Yes,
That 30
yes, what afterwards. I'm adding up the first hits first. Because I'm adding the Shadow Blade damage, because those are also dice. I'm gonna add them to the smite damage, and then
double that total. Got it. Cool. Okay.
Oh wait, so that all gets doubled. So then that makes there be more bleed, and then the bleed gets doubled again later.
Yeah.
We'll
if I do
figure that
bleed,
out later. I'm very confused.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get through this step. I'm very
You're good.
sorry.
I did. So that's my divine smites. Then I have my arcane smite, which is going to be 7 because that's upcast by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, you should be
Then
at
that's
84 d12 right now.
84? Oh, that's including the shadow blades, right?
Yes. The Shadow Blades with the improved
And
divine
then
smite.
there's also the booming blades on 2 of those.
Okay, Booming Blade is 3 extra d8 per hit. There's 2 of those at 68. So that's going to be 90 d12s total.
Okay. And that's doubled to 180. I don't think I can sneak out any more damage than that,
And now your modifiers, which are applied 8 times.
which are applied 8 times, so that's 15 times 8.
It's a plus 120.
Cool. All right. So I'm rolling 180 d8s plus 180 damage, right?
180 d12s.
D12, thank you.
Plus 120.
You're not family now, D&D Beyond. Alrighty, we are now officially at 180 d12s.
Okay.
Let's kick it.
Let's say goodbye to your eardrums as 180 d12s.
The universe. Godfried's playing a roguelike. This is his 3rd run.
This is third loop.
I want you to guess how much damage I did.
3,000
Okay, not that much.
something. Well, I meant after it being doubled.
850. Lord Almighty.
That is 4 digits.
1,053, which then gets doubled to 2,106.
Well, that's already doubled.
Oh,
Additional
okay.
120, so that's
No,
one.
but vulnerability, dude. You're forgetting the vulnerability.
Oh my god.
So it's 2,346.
So
Is
if
he
you apply
dead?
that, he's about to be. Thank fuck.
Because if he's not, I'm gonna do it in stacks.
How do you thunder cunt the ignition into the floor?
I'm gonna look over at combustion and be like, watch this. And Godfried came in not even 6 seconds ago, right? Not even. No, technically it's about 6 seconds. We're at like 4.5. He's right in front of combustion. And he's just gonna flip his scythe around so it's the blunt end, and he's gonna swing it up right in between combustion's legs, and just rip his body in half as I tear his balls from his body.
As you tear his balls,
and
from his
it turns into a mushroom cloud because he dies, right?
Yes, he does die.
Okay, good.
Good talk. Because you dealt 2,306 damage. Boom! You blows up, but quite literally he explodes.
Ah, fuck.
Is it fire damage? Because guess what?
Fire damage.
I'm resistant!
I don't have the reaction points to make myself resistant.
Alrighty. As they
I'm
blow
gonna
up,
die.
how many stacks of gunpowder do you each have? One. How much does your simulacrum have?
5,
Okay.
I think. But we didn't know from last time.
Yeah, we're just saying 5.
Okay.
If you would like more, we can add more.
I don't want more, but I accept that I may just have to deal with more.
The vulnerability setup was kicking, bro.
You will be very disappointed to know that we're getting rid of it.
Okay, I understand.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I did just deal 2,000 damage, so it's understandable. I get it.
But yeah, I think this is the last fight with the vulnerability thing.
After incorporating all the nearby stacks of gunpowder, the following damage is dealt in fire damage to all of you. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. Remember, you get that an additional 2d6 perk, as well as your
2d6. So that's 3d6 for me and 2 for my sim.
38.
Okay.
33 for me.
8
I rolled real well.
25.
18 for my sim.
$74 fire damage.
Cool.
How much? Now, what were those dex saves?
I had a 23. Sorry, no, 25. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's 7 plus 8.
How much you get, Viari?
33 for me and then 18 for my simulacrum. Give me one sec. So it was 74, which is 148.
To your simulacrum, yes.
Yeah,
So
so
your simulacrum fails and is brought
minus
down to track it again.
80,
Godfried,
yeah.
you fail. Viari, you succeed at a 33.
So do my gunpowder stacks double?
No, they're gone.
Okay, they're gone. Damage. So is that damage double at all because I failed? What happens for that?
So you would take the full 74 fire damage.
Gotcha. I have resistance, so that 74 gets reduced by half anyways to 37. Cool talk outside.
As this ignition quite literally explodes in flames, combusting the entire arena.
Cool talk.
And as
Outside.
this happens, though, Combustion, who has been relatively unscathed thus far, you see a weird interaction happen. The fire attempts to be breathed in by Combustion, but is blocked by the embargo. You see they try to initiate an action of some kind, almost like a mythic action. But the embargo does not trigger, does not allow it, and it ticks down to 16.
Beans.
Is that rounds? Or actions? It could be actions or like action points or something.
If it's a DC, could you please consider?
Oh my god! Can I fucking theorize? I'm sorry for enjoying your Dungeons and Dragons game and being involved and engaged with the mechanics.
Brooke, it's not on you.
I'm
It's not on you.
sorry.
It's not on you. Offbeat's very frustrated right now because we did just deal 2,000 damage to his Mega Boss. Listen.
I'm allowed to jab! I'm allowed to jab every once in a while, okay?
Forgive me for wanting to know what's happening.
I'm allowed to win! I'm allowed a little joke and I'm allowed
No,
to
you're
goof.
not! No, you're not! I just dealt 2,000 damage! Thank you, Brooke, by
I'm
the way.
allowed to goof and a gaffe
You're
sometimes.
welcome, Danny.
God! If I can't kill you guys, I'm allowed to make fun of you. Whatever.
Fine! Okay, yeah. I can make fun of you guys,
I
right?
can make fun of you if you kill my monster in one round. It's the law! Last time, Brooke was so sad. She's like, I think we just die here. I think we just die.
I did not say that. I did not
I wish
say
I had
that.
Discord soundboard right
What
now.
happened was, I was running under the impression, because this had never come up before, that like my simulacrums would just die instead of turning into a dragon, and I was like, we're pretty fucked because we don't have Danny. We didn't have you doing damage. We had just lost half of our other major damage output / half of my resources. And we were in Struggle Town, okay? We were in Struggle Town. It was not looking good for us at the end of the last thing. It just so happens that we got our major damage dealer back at the beginning of this game. I said we were fucked. Not that we just die here. There's a difference.
I must not speak English. Combustion.
Yeah, you should stop. Try something else.
Yeah. Do you speak Afrikaans?
Yochats. Yes, I do. That's all I need to know.
Do your parents speak it?
Yeah, that was my mom's first language, was Afrikaans.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Combustion will now take their turn. And you see, from them trying to do the mythic action, I'm gonna see if they can figure out how this embargo works.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Okay, they do figure it out. With a successful investigation check, they figure out exactly how this works. And so you
Does
watch.
an investigation check take an action point?
No, not in this case.
Okay.
But you watch as you see them hold out their hand and rapid fire attempt to cast some spell. And you watch as the spell ticks down from 16 to 11 to 9.
Is it levels? Can I investigation check?
Yes, you may, now that you've seen it in action.
Oh, I have already seen it in action, but valid, I suppose.
No, now I guess I can take it back. You know what?
No!
The logical consistency is too much.
Wow. Y'all are both in a mood today, okay?
We are.
Oh my
We were
god.
playing Lethal Company before this. We're
Yeah, and
stressed out.
obviously things went badly, okay? It's very
little.
self-evident.
It was very funny
A little
because
bit.
we were playing with Jenny, and Jenny and I both died, and we were just watching Brooke be like, I'm just gonna wait for them in case they come back, and we're like, we're dead! We're dead!
I can't hear you when you're dead, genius!
Did you check the radar?
I don't know how to use the computer. I haven't been the guy I don't know how to handle any of that stuff. I've just been going out to collect the
Fine,
entire time.
I guess I'll have to show you guys how it's done.
I'll teach you the computer, because that is actually valuable to check, because you can see
It is
what-
very
Yeah.
good. It is very good.
Okay. What was I rolling again?
investigation.
Investigation, which investigation is a wait, hold on. Okay. Plus, I have a plus 11. I don't think that your conversion sheet does. Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think your conversion sheet does that though, does it? It doesn't do all of our nitty gritty.
It should.
It does?
I tried to get all of them together. I did forget some things. I'm gonna go back and check. But it does do.
Oh, okay.
conversion. It does do all of the. It has checks with proficiency, checks without proficiency, checks with expertise. That's what
Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. You figure it out. It's action points spent. This embargo
thought so.
does not prevent the use of abilities. However, if an ability does require an action point to use, the ability will fizzle, and the action point will instead be taken by the embargo.
Okay. So it's like a sponge. It soaks up action points.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good because we've still got another budget. We've basically got a free round right now, at least.
Good.
After seeing
All right.
this play out, Combustion is looking very worried. The turn moves on. Viari, it's you
At
again.
the end of his turn, can I take my legendary action?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I am going to use my legendary action to Eldritch Blast. I'm then on my turn just going to do a bunch of Eldritch Blasts. Can I
Roll them all out.
do
yes.
that? Yeah. All right, sweet. So, legendary action, action surge. Not action surge. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, bonus action, Eldritch Blast. The Viari. Simulacrum, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Quicken Spell, bonus action, Eldritch Blast.
7 rolls.
7 rolls.
6 rolls.
Now, yeah, do you know, the other thing is, this entire time that we've been here, I have always forgotten that the gun does something to my Eldritch Blast if I'm casting through it, and I don't think...
For
Yeah.
you, yeah.
It does something, and I don't remember what it was.
Oh my god.
But I have it written down in my notes somewhere. No, someone pointed it out in chat, like last week. And I've never once remembered
what
how
would
to
we do
use
without
this gun.
chat?
I know.
Remember, chat, it doesn't matter how powerful you make your players. They'll forget they have the abilities anyway. Just
That's
wait
because
enough
this
time
game is
between
about-
sessions.
No, this
Speaking
game-
of things I forgot. No, it doesn't matter because they died. Never mind. Bye-bye.
This game is about resource management, and we're not good at managing resources.
This is a lesson for this is just a lesson for the DMs out there who are worried about their players getting too strong. Just give them enough abilities and they'll forget about other ones. It's called the rotation. It's the ability
I
distribution
don't
system.
know if I have it written down anywhere, so it's probably not even worth me figuring out what it is. I'm just gonna start rolling. It's too much. Okay, so the 15 is 5d6.
Yes.
Yes. Roll. So the first one is a 21 to hit.
21 to hit.
Yes.
That misses.
Okay, the second one is a... Oh, for fuck's sake, a 22 to hit?
A 22 hits.
Okay, cool. I have 1 extra hit on that one.
Okay.
The next one is a 35 to hit with 2 extra hits.
35 hits and is a crit.
Okay, can you keep track of crits? I'll keep
Gotcha.
track of
I'm
extra
keep-
hits.
I'm keeping
Thank
track
you.
of everything for you, don't worry.
The next one's a 24.
24 hits.
And that one has 1 extra hit
Okay.
after subtractions. The next one is a 29 with 1 extra hit. And then the
Yep.
next one is a 31. Fives are extra hits, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. With 3 extra hits.
Only 2 are counted though.
Sorry, 2.
No problem, no problem.
And then the last one is a 23 with 1 extra hit. So that is 8 extra hits.
9 extra hits.
Is it?
It's 9 extra hits. You missed 1.
Oh, okay. All right. Now,
So that's gonna
I
be
need to roll a bunch of dice.
Do you want me to calculate your total hits?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
I think it was, so 6 times 5 plus 9. Is that what it is? So 39? Because 6
so.
out of my rolls hit,
Yeah.
and then I had 9 extra hits, so 39 hit.
Yeah, 39.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay,
you're
cool.
Right.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to have to do 78. Yeah, D8s. Is there a... Okay. Danny, do you literally just click it that many times? Or do you type in the number when there's a lot? You just click it that many times? Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm an
5,
OSU
6,
player.
7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31.
No, I play fucking trombone champion.
50. 60.
Fucking love trombone champ. That's just
70.
banging, bro.
It goes hard.
8. Okay, cool. And then 39
Times your charisma
10 is
modifier.
390 plus
12.
12 plus
402.
55. Okay, I didn't crack 4 digits, unfortunately. However, I did get 957, which times 2 is 1,914.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so that's 39 hits. So how much damage was that?
1,914. He gets to subtract a bunch, though, I'm guessing, from armor.
Yeah.
You could just not do that. Oh, so wait. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We don't know what his armor score is.
How do you want to do this?
Wow, we win.
I think Viari has this entire fight gone, we need Godfried, we need Godfried, we need Godfried, we know we need Godfried, this is really stressful without Godfried. Godfried shows up, immediately obliterates one of them, and then all of a sudden Viari goes, I need to show up to work, and like starts scribbling on a bunches of pieces of paper and just like flinging them like Eldritch Blast at this thing's head, just and kills them by 1,000 paper cuts.
As you hit them, they decimated, reduced to atoms. This is what happens when you do literally every fucking side quest first, and then take on the final boss.
We're just them, bro.
You guys did. I think there's only one side quest you guys didn't do.
Which was collecting the parts of that super
Of the super weapon.
dangerous weapon, yeah.
And so the room is filled with an uncanny silence as you fell to gods. The ground after this explosions are settled. The dust is literally, you hear it almost like rain rumbling and dusting around you as powder falls at your feet. It is deathly quiet.
Godfrey's gonna turn to VR and go, I have a lot of paperwork to get back to. Can we wrap this up? Like, listen, they're gonna be in line. So I gotta get back.
Yeah, no.
All right, let's
that was
clean
great,
this up.
thanks.
Godfrey's
Next
gonna
time,
turn his shadow
can
blade
we
into a
start with
dustpan.
you here?
Touch
I
thing.
feel like this just would have gone so much more quickly. But, you know what? Godfried, always great to have you.
Oh, it's great to be here. Now help me sweep. This place is dirty.
Okay, all right.
Thank
And I'm
you.
just gonna start like summoning simulacrums to like come do the manual labor, do my
It
chores.
starts sweeping up, and as you do this, Alistair does arrive on the scene. Well, that's that. I believe this entire faction is in shambles. They'll soon be routed within a day. And I think within the week, you should have accomplished your mission.
Isn't there the face spirit of greed here that we have to take care of? Or did we do
I believe
that?
you guys did that already.
Well,
Did we? Well, face
wait, there were
spirit or
two face spirits, weren't there?
No.
Well, there were, but one of them is no longer here. The Face Spirit of Wealth is it seems to be quite amicable. They seem to be enjoying their time here, and we've got a committee trying to negotiate their safe return to the Feywild as we speak.
Oh, is that where Ace went?
No, I believe A's is helping Fate with quote unquote the plant growth.
Can Fate maybe time their yoinks a little more conveniently?
I'll be sure to let them know that due to the inconvenience it poses to Viari, that they should change their own
think
plans.
we had a
I'm
great
sorry, our lives were in danger, and they went to
no,
garden.
they weren't.
with
No, they
Ace.
weren't. We took no damage. We're fine.
Godfried. Until you got here, they very much were.
Alistair looks at you and goes like,
Fine.
Alistair looks around and goes, I don't, look, Viari, I do hope you know that I don't really, I appreciate that you may have felt threatened, but I don't think there was any real danger here. You thrashed these two.
Speaking of which, Dad,
Mm-hmm.
can I please have a version of that embargo that was really cool?
Look, Viari, I'm going to put this delicately. What you've just committed is, in fact, a war crime. And we're not supposed to do that anymore.
Okay, but it was against the Chaos Pantheon. It wasn't against, like, people.
That's the point, Viari, is that it's not allowed. We stopped. I did it once, and then basically I was told to never do that again, because
And you listened to them?
surprising to what many believe, I listened to every piece of criticism I've ever received. And additionally,
Even from Chaos.
do you want them to have the ability to apply curses en masse without a check or a save or an anything? Do you want the scale of the war to increase? To accelerate?
No. Quick question, though. Does what we just did mean that they can do that now?
That's the thing. You've committed a war crime, and we're going to argue that it was allowed because the mortals made it.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we did nothing wrong.
So we're going to have to make a good argument, and you're just going to have to say that Argus gave you the bullets to help take down the Chaos Gods.
Right. All right. That's all right. Fair enough.
Yeah, and I'm not mad. I want you. I'm not upset, and you didn't do anything wrong. Just maybe don't go asking for more abilities to do criminal activity.
That has literally been my entire life.
I'm aware, so for once I'm asking for self-control. Well, I'm not for once asking, I'm for once demanding self-control. How about that?
I think we did fine without it, Viari.
Fine. Did you
I
say
am-
without it? We used it.
We would have been fine. We would have been fine.
Okay, I don't think the reason why we were actually concerned last time is because they had so many actions and legendary actions that it was very problematic for us. That's why the embargo at the beginning this time was so necessary. Just
All right, whatever you
so
say.
you know.
Either way, we're going to just pretend the embargo happened and it was the mortals' fault because they made the bullets, right? And you don't know how to make the bullets, correct?
Yes.
Correct. That's actually true. We
Right,
don't know
okay.
how to make the bullets.
You're very good. Either way,
Alistair.
the Truth Committee will come in for whatever is left of it. And I do believe that they do need somebody to come in and head the investigation. You can't run this specific investigation, but we are going to need somebody to run the investigation elsewhere. So VR.
Out of us! Get out of us!
I'm thinking someone in a more permanent position, if that's all right. How do you feel about that?
No!
An investigation into what, sorry?
Into what happened here. Would you like to run the Truth Commission? And have Adamus
Yes.
as your lieutenant?
Yay!
Yeah. Yes.
I get whatever I want. VR does sometimes, but I always do.
I would love to take over the truth, if that's on offer.
Well, we'll see how you do with this investigation. And then
Okay.
we'll definitely be considered in your application.
Shall I spearhead it? Like, shall I actively do the investigation, or would you prefer if I had other people doing it to prove that I can run it?
Well, I think that there is a few things here. We're going to be seeing how you do things. There's no
Okay.
protocol anymore. Whatever you feel is best is what should be done. The only thing that I will encourage is leave the investigation on the embargo bullets up to me. That is all. Everything else, though, of what happened here, that is your duty. Whatever you feel is best. Good?
Okay. All right. Can I contract out Alex?
If
We're not on good terms with the God Hunters, right?
well,
Alex
isn't
isn't
really
a god hunter
She's
right now.
You may. Be careful. Remember, Alex is not in great odds with Gary right now, and I'll let you do what you will, but you can make your own decisions. See,
Okay.
he's holding back a lot of thoughts.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna snap some simulacrums to get to work and just be like, do.
Okay, they begin working. Godfried, I believe that there's a lot of dust here that needs judging. What do you think?
So much dust that needs judging.
What do you think gunpowder deserves to be punished? What do you think?
Well, I personally think that gunpowder has committed many sins against many people in the form of capitalism, which is the greatest evil you can commit besides fascism. Capitalism and fascism are like the two big bad things.
You're
It's
right.
the two worst things you could do. So, Godfried, we
How
don't
about
we
take
don't
him to your domain and we can
let's
lay out
do
the
that. Let's do that.
charges.
I'm gonna pick up just a bunch of dust. Just kind of
Alistair snaps in a big bucket and like a forklift and like excavation equipment and starts
All right, bring it back.
scooping
Yeah.
it.
Good work, guys. Perfect. Great work. This is great. Perfect. Yeah, awesome. Great work, guys.
I think that's finally, after many, many moons, I think we're finally seeing the sunset on this thing.
Finally.
Good work.
Yeah, sorry it took so long.
It's okay. I know there was a lot to this one. There was a lot more than we initially thought.
So much.
So can we do the side quest, the thing about getting all of the pieces to the weapon, or is that getting outsourced now?
Sadly, that's your primary objective here is finished. It looks like that's going to have to be. I think that's just gonna have to stay here, unfortunately.
Are you going
I'm
to send
waiting.
some people in?
I don't know if I'm allowed.
I'm agree. Plus, Argus wants us to get out of here as soon as possible, and we did promise him that as soon as we got our work done here, we'd leave. So,
Yes.
Can we... did he say anything? Argus, at one point, we had a conversation about the piece of the weapon that Argus had. And if we did a good enough job or something, he might be willing to give it up, or...
well, after I think we go judge people, and then we go talk to Argus and kind of
Yeah.
let him
Because
know
I'm
that
thinking
all
if we
the work is
destroy at
done.
least one piece, then we're not going to... There's less of a chance of, like, the
I
whole
think that's
thing
a good
coming
idea.
to bite
I
us
think
in
that's
the
a good
butt.
idea. We go talk to Argus and be like, hey, listen, we made a deal a long time ago. We took care of our business. We took down the government. We'd like to fulfilled our bargain. It's your turn now.
All right. Well,
We might have to give back the embargo bullets in order to.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have to.
Whatever
do that.
Yes, in
order
fact,
to.
If you don't mind, the ones that you currently have on your person, I think I need at least one to confiscate in order to present evidence for the trial.
Oh, okay. I was gonna give them all back to Argus, but that.
I will take this one. I think you will understand.
Okay. Yeah, that seems fair.
Don't use it for evil.
I can already do more than this. He puts
Alright.
it in in a
Good
little
luck.
baggie and seals it. All right. Well, you're welcome to leave this place at your leisure. I will leave you all to it. Congratulations. In the next weeks, once everything is settled, I'll be in fierce negotiations with a committee board member from the Chaos Pantheon about who won this battle in this skirmish. And then...
How could they possibly argue that they won?
You've argued with me about other things. I think there's always means to argue.
Okay, I don't like that you used me as the example just then.
You're the perfect example. What are you talking about?
Godfried, whose side are you on right now?
Are you arguing with me that you're not a perfect example about someone who argues over things that are completely factually correct? Is that what's happening here?
You just got roasted, bro.
I am.
I think my point has proved itself, and I'll take my leave. Alistair puffs out of existence.
Fuck. Okay. Sure. Now I need to find my little brother and make sure he's okay.
Oh yeah, I have a son.
Frankie and Julie.
Shall we go find them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
a
go do
little
it.
concerned.
Ah, they're
You guys-
fine.
You guys
They're
begin
perfect
making your
children.
way
They've
out
never
of the
done anything
building,
wrong.
and from what you guys can see, Alistair was correct. You guys have spent a great deal of time here accomplishing things, gathering strength, coordinating power, coordinating people, and you've turned the bandits into more than just a ragtag group of people trying to live their lives, but into an efficient and coordinated militia force. They are ousting the government on every level. The buildings in the manufacturing districts and all the different districts, you see there are fires being lit as they are decimated. You're looking out at the horizon as mechs are flying off into the skies, but not before a blood bandit gets launched at them and they self-immolate, exploding, sending the thing careening down into
I love
the
that that's
earth.
how they do it. They just literally use themselves as bullets.
There is, after all is said and done, as you look out, you see standing above the manufacturing district, you see Argus hoisting up a flag of the bandits, a unified flag of all the factions, the Reconstructors, the Blood Bandits, and the musicians. And cheering rings out over the Badlands. I'm assuming you guys are going to go make your way over to the bandits in general to find your children.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you guys arrive at the manufacturing district, you see that a party has begun. Flames, a bonfire has been lit under the hearth. Smoke rises into the sky. You see bandits have gathered some local wildlife, just some boars and pigs and stuff, put them on spits, and they've started cooking them for the hundreds of them. Many smaller fires of people making and dealing with their own meals break out as well. But you see at this bigger fire the heads of all the factions. You see Emily, you see Argus, you see Bernard. You see all these three in particular sat side by side, sharing tales of the wars of old. And you see sitting at the same fire, you see Scrap, you see Frankie, and Chewie is sitting on the lap of Scrap.
Amazing. I run straight up to Scrap and throw him into the biggest big sister hug that has ever existed and just like squeeze him so tight.
What are you doing? Ew!
I'm so glad you're okay.
You're gross.
I'm not letting go. I'm not very strong, so like he's probably stronger than me.
He's just gonna shove you off.
Let me hug you.
I'm fine. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm glad you're okay.
I'm glad you're okay. How was it? You guys fought Ignition?
Yeah.
And
They're
combustion.
They're dead?
Surprisingly easy
Yeah.
after
I'm
all
gonna hold
that.
up the bucket.
That's them?
That's them. Yeah, that's
Both of
them.
them.
Also, Godfried stole their dog.
You stole their dog?
I was gonna take their shoes too, but no more shoes.
They blew up.
Huh?
We de-atomized them. That's the word to use.
Yeah.
To the deatomizers! And everybody goes, ah! In a big roar. You see Argus is is removed from his big machine. He's in like a chair. He is a chair. I should more say. His head and skull mounted on the top of this mechanized thing. The pipe's still leading all the way back to his giant robot mech body. He goes, I see you have returned.
Yep. We have something for you. And I'm gonna pull out the remaining bullets. Don't need these.
Argus, a robot hand. I see.
As
I sensed Alistair arrived.
he did.
Just for
He
cleanup.
needed to sort of come in at the end and check everything. He also, full disclosure, full transparency, he took one of the bullets to use in a court case. Basically, Chaos is probably going to argue that we committed war crimes and going to try to argue that they can use curses against us freely. And we don't want that. And so he needs one as evidence. So he has taken one.
That's okay. It'll be my burden to bear. Believe then if the trial is happening, I'll have to be called up. Forever
Will you be
in
okay?
God's affairs. I'll be fine.
After that, the gods should leave you alone. Chaos should not be coming back anytime soon. They really should not. If they do, I think you can take care of them pretty handedly. If not, I don't have a business
The
card.
bullets,
So.
did they work? I've never used them
they did.
myself. Excellent.
I do have a favor to ask, but I think it's also beneficial for you. You know how we previously mentioned the 5 pieces of that weapon that Alistair created that are probably all scattered around here?
Why don't we talk about this more in my ship?
Okay.
Alright, you see Argus slowly gets retracted into the ship. Loud
Alright.
whirring.
As I walk past Scrap, I'm gonna ruffle up his hair and be like, make sure you get some sleep. Mum and Dad are probably worried about you.
Throws a knife at you.
I'm gonna flick a piece of uranium at Chewie.
He eats it.
He's a good kid. He'll be all right.
You guys
go
make
ahead.
it. You guys make it into Argus's room. All right. So yes, the bullets and the tablets and all that, the
Yeah.
pieces.
We would like, once we go, we made a deal. We weren't going to come back. We weren't going to continue to meddle in your affairs, and we fully intend to keep that. I would just like to ask that you would destroy the pieces of that weapon. Track them down and destroy them. We wanted to be able to do this before we left. It is for the safety of everyone, you guys included, because as far as we know, that weapon is world destroying and not something we want in anybody's hands.
You want me to track it down?
I thought you had one.
Unless you want us to, but I know you don't want our involvement continued
I have
on the
one
planet.
piece. I have one of the tablets that you need in order to create the full picture. I will do my best, but I hope you understand it. Here's my worry.
I fear that if I begin searching for them, people will become aware of their existence. The power vacuum will be revealed. And thus the next big race begins.
Well, you can't have the full device if you don't have all the pieces, right?
Yes.
And destroy yours. We were gonna ask to have it and then just destroy it, but as an extension of trust, because God's bad and the whole thing, we were hoping you would do it.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, I have advantage.
I just read the originated.
What's funny?
Someone in chat was like, does Yari give herself enrichment activities?
Okay.
I think
That's
yes.
13 plus 15 for a 28.
The 28.
I shall.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
I hope you understand how much it pains me to let it go. That is a valuable artifact.
I do.
In the
I do
right
understand.
hands present a lot of peace for those who wield it.
Peace is not true peace if it is governed by fear.
I hope you understand it's a little rich hearing that from a god, but I understand. I will destroy it tonight.
And if you don't want to look for them, if they happen to be discovered, it would be, I think, really good if you could have them destroyed.
If someone else discovers one, I will make my best haste to eliminate them and the tablet.
Thank you, Argus.
Thank you. And if you want our assistance, I know you probably don't, but if you want us to help you with that destruction, just let us know. I know you
appreciate
don't.
the offer.
Just, yeah.
Appreciate the offer, but I shall not be asking for any god's help for some time now.
That is very fair.
I trust it all went well then. This is it then. The Badlands are ours.
Yeah.
And what of the cities?
That's not up to us.
We don't know much about the cities.
Will they
Those are
come
not.
first?
We destroyed the government, this seat of power, so there will be a vacuum that they will attempt to fill. But they don't have the power of gods on their side anymore.
They might. I mean, a lot of people escaped from the government facilities. They may.
No gods, though. And the Fey spirit. of
No
wealth is
gods. I'm just. But these guys still have to deal with whoever escaped.
All right.
But you have manufacturing now. You can show up your defenses.
I don't want more war, is the thing. I want the Badlands to be at peace.
That's fair.
If they come, I will attempt negotiation. Your gods, I hope, will look the other way if that does not go as I plan. All right, let's get back to the party. People will be wondering.
Okay.
The door opens and Argus is slowly shunted out.
He's not bad for like a giant robot man.
Nah, he's chilling.
Yeah. He was kind of grumpy in the beginning, but like.
I mean, like, so was I.
Yeah. So was I.
About to say
He's pretty chill now.
It's like we all have bad days. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. He turned out to be pretty chill, actually.
Yeah.
Huh. Speaking of, I reckon Bernard is probably pretty chill as well.
Ah,
If you give him a
Bernard,
chance.
my
I know.
favorite guy.
We love Bernard. Emily has
love
always
Bernard.
been chill, but Bernard, you just know he's a softie under that exterior.
Maybe. I still have yet to find it.
Well, you get to spend more time with Bernard now because, well, he's
I
like your
am his
bitch or
boss.
something.
He's like he's like a manager, and I'm like the
Yeah.
owner of the establishment. Like imagine like
Yeah.
I am Dairy Queen. I am the Dairy Queen.
What's Dairy Queen?
Oh, good question.
Oh, is this like that one, like that time with Chipotle?
So much to teach you.
And as the party goes on for the night, that's where we're going to go to break. So thank you all so much for watching the first half of Paperwork Pantheon. It's over! It's finally over! I've been trying to
You've
end
been
this
begging
arc
us
for like
to
20
finish this.
episodes!
You just want to get to Bloodborne Worlds.
So bad! So bad!
Godfried already has an outfit and everything.
I'm ready! I'm ready! Everything's ready! It's all waiting for you. But we're gonna come back in about 15 minutes after our break. We will see you all then. See ya then! Hello, gamers! Welcome back to Paperwork Pantheon. I realized we never actually introduced ourselves, and I think that's kind of why I felt weird. Maybe that's why we all felt a little bit weird and heated. So
All of us?
All of us.
Danny is normal.
All
It's on us.
of
It's
us.
on us. Danny.
All of us.
Daddy had to pull us both up and be like, guys, your energy is really weird today. What's going on? You okay? You okay, guys? And we both
All of
That's how
us.
bad. You know what you said.
I didn't really hear Brooke, but I think we all had some weird energy coming in here today. All of us did. My name is Godfried out loud.
Some of us are currently carrying it into the second
I so wish I had the Discord soundboard right now. But
Daddy is sitting there like, and it continues.
My name is Godfried out loud. You can find me here. I use he, they pronouns. I'm the Dungeon Master for this evening. Brooklyn.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn. That's Danny.
You know me.
Wow, what an intro, guys. So, as the party, you guys finish up this arc. Is there anyone else you'd like to talk to at this wrapping up party?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Frankie.
Alright, so you go over to Frankie. Frankie is busy tinkering with like this little engine thing in his hand. It seems like he's got like this tiny little engine thing that just kind of... It's almost like a fidget toy, but it's got like fully articulated moving parts and stuff.
I'm gonna crash out and like, hey buds, how you doing?
Yeah, well, what's up? I'm doing good.
Hey, that's good. Hey, I just want to let you know, I'm about to leave with your dad. And, I'm not gonna come back, I think. I can't. I'm not allowed to.
Why not?
Cause, I made a promise to Argus.
But he's big stupid.
He is big stupid, but let me cue you in a little something. The people who usually live the longest are usually the strongest. And Argus has been here longer than anybody.
Yeah.
And I know it's kind of weird that I have your dad living in my chest, and I know you don't like him, and I know you killed him and everything, but... Yep, just like that. Real proud of you for that too, but... Not everyone gets a chance to talk to their parents or know their parents after they die. That's kind of one and done. So you've been presented with this strange but rare opportunity. I don't know if you want to take the opportunity. You don't have to. But this is your last chance if you do want it.
Let me see him.
I'm gonna open my ribcage and I'm gonna pick him out. Just kind of plop him down.
You sucked. You were a bad dad, and I hated you. And I still hate you. And I'm glad I killed you.
Good talk. Pick him back up. Put him back. Just so you know, I will punish him for all of eternity. So, got that going for you.
Why was there a bird person in there as well?
Oh, that's my,
Familiar.
I don't want to say that. That's too business oriented. It's more than that.
It's more like a...
Partners.
Yeah! I kick his ass every time!
So, hey, you're gonna do great out there, kid. Remember, live long, live strong.
Okay.
Take care of Scrap. He's gonna get himself killed.
I always take care of Scrap.
I know you do. And VR would be very sad if he died, so just take care of him, please.
He always misses his shots. He's really bad at aiming.
I know.
And I have to be there to take care of him. And he starts whining when he misses. He's like, oh, we're fucked. And I'm like, just shoot again.
Damn. History repeats itself, I guess. It's genetic! It's genetic! Thank you.
I'm seething right now. Molting.
Fuck yeah, Fada, you owe me $20.
Viari, as you go back to the fire, Scrap moves over and like leaves a space for you beside him.
So, we have to go,
Yeah. Gonna be gone for a
but
while.
well, we're not allowed to come back to this planet.
Oh.
But you are my warlock, which means that you can contact me whenever you want. And if you want to leave here and go elsewhere, I can send you on missions, I can get you doing stuff, and actually, I might even have a job in mind for you if you were interested.
Why don't you post the job by the bed and I'll look at it tonight.
Okay.
It's like I gotta take care of these kids. I don't want them to go back to the bandits. They weren't taken care of, and I don't think they will be taken care of now. There's a lot of old people in charge, and I know that they know things, but I don't think they always know what's needed for the little guy sometimes.
I respect that.
Also, the maze you guys made is really cool.
The maze?
Underneath the base, you made that maze. Godfried did.
Remember the defense that we made?
Oh, I thought it was like some byproduct of the spell that was cast in the fight or something. I got confused.
No, we built a
yeah.
massive cave system for 5 miles out each side of the castle that we can collapse.
Yeah. But listen, just because I can't come back here doesn't mean we can't still see each other. And if you want to stay here, I completely respect that.
We should meet at Mom and Dad's place sometimes.
Yeah. No, exactly. All you have to do is go to sleep. And you have that ring that I gave you, so you can call me whenever you want, and I can bamf you up to the Pantheon.
Argus was saying that you guys experience time differently than us. What's that gonna mean?
I think I don't fully understand it. I just know that when I was a warlock and I was dealing with gods, sometimes they would be like, "Oh, it was only been a little bit of time since we last saw each other." And for me, it had been months. So,
Okay.
but you just reach out as much as you want. We can hang out every single night if you want, because I can just go to sleep and we'll catch up at Mom and Dad's place.
Are you sure that's how it works?
Not
Every
really.
night?
Maybe not every night, but look, okay. I don't really know how any of this works, but I do know that when it was me in your position, even though time works differently for gods, I know that I didn't feel alone. So I know it's possible.
Okay.
I'll talk to Alistair and I'll see what I can do about making sure that we can still do stuff.
I'll be busy anyway. Looking. I'll need to keep track of the kids. You know, Frankie's always charging in. He's always with his big machines. He's always around. Thanks for this.
I'm so proud of you. How did the Eldritch Blast go? Did you manage to make your swords?
Yeah, we made the swords.
Awesome.
I can shoot swords now, but
Amazing.
it's they're a little inaccurate. I feel like I'm not quite as accurate as I should be with them. You know, like you're pinpoint.
Alistair used to make me do algebra and trigonometry to learn how to. Maths. He used to make me do maths to learn how to aim.
That's what Uncle Gary used to make us do.
Yeah. Listen. I don't think you'll be seeing him. But if you do, you let me know, okay?
Okay.
And I don't think he'll do anything to harm you, but he is no longer on our side. You should know that.
So he's an enemy. So I should fight him.
Not exactly, no.
Did he change to the
No.
chaos side?
No. He is an entirely neutral third party that he's a god hunter. His goal is to take out gods who are causing problems for mortals. So he's not on our side, he's not on Chaos's side. But you should know that you shouldn't tell him anything.
I'll tell him that you're busy.
If he wants to talk, if he comes to you to reach out to talk to me, it's okay to pass on the message.
I'll tell him that you're busy.
Okay. All right. I would love to hear, though. You can tell him that I'm busy, but then can you tell me that he reached out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it.
As the night goes on, anyone else you want to talk to? This might be the last time you get to speak to them for a while.
I am just going to
Godfried
write the story of what happened and pass it off to Bernard.
All right. I cannot hear you, Godfried.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna see Bernard again, right?
Yeah. Well, you might, yeah. Bernard, you'll probably see again.
All right, I'm just gonna I'll see you later. See you at work.
At work? You're going to be checking in on the Feywild regularly?
I mean, I'll try my best. Like, I'm not gonna just abandon it. That'd be rude.
Are you aware of what has happened recently? It's a power vacuum.
Listen, Bernard, you know me. I'm woefully unaware of most things.
Okay, well, half of the Fey court of the Moth has perished.
How?
We are unaware, but we are believing it's meddling from the gods of chaos, leaving a very large power vacuum. People are looking for stability right now. What I'm saying is if you want to get more, I guess you could say, value in the Feywild, now is your best chance, mate.
I mean, I should visit more often then.
I think you should visit very often, and I think you should give me a mission. Something to give people stability in these times.
All right. There's a power vacuum. I say we make moves on the old positions of the Court of the Moth then.
The old position of the Court of the Moth was ambiguity, gives strength, mystery, gives perseverance. Basically, secrecy is power.
Well, the Court of the Beetle is for the outcasts, right?
Correct.
And outcasts need to stick together and not reveal information to those. And no, I think that falls under our jurisdiction. I say we make moves on that.
Make moves under the position of those who have feel no longer safe under the Moth's jurisdiction, find shelter under our halls?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And by the way, Godfried, genuine worrisome thing. The Fey spirit of undeath is back somewhere.
Okay.
So, you know, your storied history with them. They gave your ancestor the deal that makes you an eternal skeleton. They're somewhere.
And I think there's a lot of people converging on one spot. From what I've been hearing through grapevines, as it were.
What
Have you
kind
heard-
of spot?
Have you heard the town Fishhook come up recently?
Am I present for this? Because I had also gone to see Bernard. Like,
You said you were gonna be. This is when you're busy writing the story, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, okay.
The town of Fishhook.
Has it come up at all?
Ring a bell. Has it?
Well, if it hasn't, keep this in mind for the future. This town of Fishhook used to be effectively a whole city of Fey hunters. They would make their way into the Feywild and trap little creatures, drain them of blood, and use it as their own influence, all under a great conspiracy of this healing church. They stopped doing this a little while ago. Like a while ago. But for some reason, we're starting to hear rumors that Fishhook is, active again in some capacity. Not in hunting of Fey creatures, but in horrible things. And the Fey spirit of Dan Death is missing. Not dead, as they should be. Missing.
Alright. Well, I'll keep my eye out for Fishhook. What we got going on there?
Yes. Also, you asked me to look into some things for you, namely the neutral gods of the hunt.
Yes, please, thank
He's
you.
there as well. In
Ah.
fact, he's been there for a very long time.
Look at that. Unfinished business.
The god of the hunt has been their patron god for Fishhook's conception. In fact, in Fishhook, he's not even really a god. He's their founding hero.
Okay. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll look out for Fishhook. I'll make frequent visits to the Feywild. Try and bring people in. Open up the court of the beetle. I think we're gonna need it. So.
Conspiracy, a permission to soul conspiracy?
Always, yes,
Excellent.
always.
I'll have to
Spread lies and misinformation online.
talk to your compatriot then. The one I don't get along with very well.
I know, buddy.
Does she hate me? Why does she hate me?
No, she doesn't hate you. I think that she thinks you hate her. It's a self-esteem thing, you know. You just gotta get them to open up and then they won't stop. And it's fine. It's good. I like it. So, as long as you're okay with that.
Alright, I'll try to make amends if I've upset them.
Oh, you haven't. They just think everyone hates them if they're not immediately like me, you know?
Oh. I'll ask them up. Thank you. He gives you like a pat on the shoulder and starts spying you out in the crowd, Viari. And they make their way over and go, hey, what you working on there?
Oh, this is an account of what happened that I was going to hand off to the musicians to maybe spread some lore.
Oh. To what purpose?
I'm a god of stories. I like to tell the story of what happened after we do a thing. Make sure they live.
Oh, that's cute. Mind if I look at it? He looks it over. You see, like, amusement of, like, oh, wow, this is actually, like, good. That's, like, oh, this is cute. I like this. Is that about me?
He is painted very well. And there is no, like, Viari's irritation with him is not present in the story because Viari, when writing these stories, begrudgingly respects people who helped.
Handsome Scotsman.
Okay, it does not say that.
Viari,
What?
Are you lying in these very pages? We did not get on the way that this is proclaiming.
No, it's called creative license. And also, I needed to streamline some things. You gotta kill your darlings, okay? It was just easier to get over the part where we bickered to death. You know the part where you screamed at me? I thought I'd cut that out.
Fair. Well, it's good, and I will tell the story as written in this. And he hands it back to you. Once finished, of course.
Thank you.
Although
if you want to make changes or add things, I understand. They always change once I let them go, because that's how stories work. And
I probably have to make shorten each into smaller chunks. This is quite the tale, quite the volume.
Yeah, this normally they are shorter. We've been here for a while. This is like an epic ballad kind of thing, very Troy-esque, very Odyssey-esque, but we actually, I have a little bit of a job that I need to do, and it's very important to me.
Yes.
So, I've been tasked with figuring out the exact truth of what happened in this place. And I feel like a group of storytellers might be some of the more helpful
You're
people?
asking for my band of rapscallions. Is that what you're asking?
Maybe a little.
If you want my honest opinion, I don't think the musicians are the best people to ask for an honest recounting of events.
Well, I need accounts from everyone, so can you at least ask them to be honest in their accounts from...
I will ask them to be honest. I'm just saying that if you're relying solely on the musicians, you're going to get the skewed perspective.
I'm not relying solely on the musicians.
All right, good. That's all I'm saying.
But I want to do a good job, so if they could just be helpful.
If you want honesty, speak to the Blood Bandits. The way they keep coming back, they will have all the stories. You know how the Blood Bandits reincarnate and they just keep recurring and whatnot?
Yeah.
If you talk to their elders, they will have probably the best account of the events. It's a continuous memory.
It is? Huh.
I mean, think about it. After enough of them die, the most talented one comes back. The most talented one teaches the next generation. The next generation, eventually one of them will become one of the more talented ones who will be reincarnated. And so information gets passed on in a continuous mill. It's a genius system if it wasn't so bloody and gross and disgusting and vile and abhorrent and mischievous.
Fair enough. Well, I appreciate your advice and respect that. And I also may come to you in future with more questions because of the whole Fey Court of Dreams thing that I still don't fully understand, if that's okay.
Right. Here's the thing. I think you're a court in the sense that we needed somebody to represent the space.
I know.
What I'm
it
saying
doesn't do anything.
What I'm saying here is that I think what you're doing already is good enough. It's a good position to be in. The Court of the Moth has yes, the Court of the Moth has no jurisdiction over you. That's the whole thing.
It doesn't?
How could it? You are both territory of Order and Fae. Effectively neutral ground, but is dictated by an Order god. You cannot be controlled by Lady Luna. You don't have to answer to anybody. You don't need to get involved in the courts at all. You're a court in name alone, which means you don't need to care about them.
Oh. Well, that's great.
Exactly.
If people wanted to join, could they, and would they have the same protection, or?
Effectively, yes. But it's up to you at this point, though, if you want to get people to join. People joining is the responsibility. Responsibility means that you have a duty to uphold. And if you don't uphold that duty, things could get troublesome.
Well, I think that Fae get the same offer everyone does. If they figure out the dreaming, if they do the necessary things, they get offered Warlockhood, and we go from there.
If that's your rules, it's fine by me. It's not me to judge what the rule system is. But
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Because I really don't need to be in government. That shit is so stressful.
You got stressed.
My
and
dad does it.
I got stressed and I didn't even tell you to do it. I just watched your blood pressure spike passively. Oh,
I know. That's for Godfried and Fader and A's. I just want to do my little missions and get things done and be a spy.
Alright. Well, once you're done with those pages, send them to Godfried. He and I are going to be keeping in touch.
Thanks. Also, you came to me.
Yeah, Godfried said that you're like, he leans in. Anxious. So
Okay, well, it doesn't take a genius to know that part.
I just... Godfried, your protestation is silent.
But I am a genius certifiably.
Okay, Godfried.
I have 22 intelligence.
Either way, he felt it necessary. And look, when you meet gods often and deal with people, you kind of start eventually painting people with the same brush. And I'm sorry you got caught in the crossfire.
Thank you. And I'm sorry for my part in all of this as well. Because I get it. Gods are assholes.
Do you feel like... Forgive me if I'm overreaching. Don't you think that you could own it a bit more? Being a god.
Being an asshole?
Yeah. A little bit.
What do you mean?
Well, you rubbed me the wrong way because you have all this power. Yet you sit here and, like, try to act like you don't. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It made me seem like you were tricking me. Like you were trying to convince me that you were something you weren't.
It's not that...
Maybe being an asshole's the wrong word. Maybe just accepting that you are a god. You know?
I hear you. It's not that I was trying to convince you of something I'm not. My whole life, I was the mortal who was constantly dealing with gods. And it's only been a relatively short period of time that things have been different.
And they're very different, huh?
Yeah. And I don't really know what I'm doing. I just know that when I do stuff, things happen, capital T, whether or not I like them or want them to happen, because that's kind of just comes with the territory these days. But also, none of my old problems were solved by becoming a god. I just got new ones. And I guess me reaching out that way was me trying to empathize with your position.
I get where you're coming from, mate. I think you just have an obstacle in doing that nowadays that I think you don't necessarily understand yet.
Yeah.
I don't think people will be... Empathetic god is a very tough angle to sell. You know? It's like a nice bandit. Pleasant government worker, you know? Oxymorons. They obviously exist, but you can't trust them when they do.
You've been around for a very long time.
Exceptionally.
I'm going to tell you something that if you could just keep private, that would be great, just for the safety of the other person.
I'll do my best, but if it concerns my own safety, I hope you know I will sell it out in a heartbeat. I'm looking out for me here, kid. I have to.
In that case, I'm going to keep the details to myself. But, Scrap is really important to me. He's my warlock, obviously.
Little more than that, isn't he?
How do you know about that?
I'm clever.
That was the part that I was going to tell you that I want you to keep to yourself.
Well, I figured it out.
Okay, well, can you just...
Yes, I'll keep it quiet.
Because if that ever comes out from you, I will kill you.
It won't come out from me, but it may come out from Scrap because
I know.
he's kind
I
of
know.
been
I'm
talking
just
a lot that he's sisters with the gods, you know, because that's when I heard it in the battle when he screamed that in his battle cry. So I don't think you've exactly got the best person who's in confidence here.
Okay. I will speak to Scrap. My question was more about he is worried because I know gods experience time differently, and I know this in theory because when I was mortal, gods were always experiencing time differently, but I haven't had to do this the other way around, and he is worried that we'll never see each other again, and now I'm kind of worried that we'll never see each other again or something, and I don't know how that works. Do you know how that works?
Yes. So you're gonna go back up to your Pantheon, right?
Yeah.
When you're in your Pantheon, Alistair's gonna ask a question. Do you want to go to the next mission, right? He asks that. Something along those lines. When is the next mission? If you say yes, the requisite time will pass. You will have experienced nothing. But time around you will have happened.
Can you let him know that if I can't before we leave so that he doesn't just think that I've abandoned him?
I will let him know. But if a warlock of yours is a favorite, best practice. You've given him like a thing, like a ring or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Teach him a prayer. Teach him a story. You're a god. The stories you tell have meaning. Teach him something.
Okay.
If you're trying to learn how to be a god, by the way, you might want to talk to these people. He pulls out a little business card. And on the business card, you see Familiars Union. And then a picture of an imp, a quasit, and an owl in a crest. I assume you've got one of your own?
Yeah.
Have him read that. Have him take you to there. And then have him do a little course with you.
Great. Thanks.
Alright.
We're going into mission number 3, and this is when I'm learning this. I'm pretty sure the stakes of this whole godly war are sky high right now. This would have been very useful a little while ago.
Look, I'm not going to pretend I knew the ins and outs of your contract that you first signed, but I'm sure it was all there. It has to be. It quite literally has to be. Or else you wouldn't have
Okay,
become
well, I
a
didn't
god.
read my contract.
Okay, well, there you go. That's your first problem.
Alistair asked me to sign something, I signed it. That's how it works.
God, you say that makes you sound crazy. I'm gonna let you go now. Have a good night, kid. Bernard leaves. Alright.
I'm gonna tell Scrap what I've just learned, but I don't need to go see him again. I'm just going to tell him about how the time, like run over and be like, okay, I just learned how the time thing works.
Okay, you inform him. However, the night does continue to go on of how this all happens. Any last things?
I have the Viami working on Truth Commission business non-stop. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Godfried?
I just need that to be happening.
Gary, I gotta get back to work. Like, I've been away from my desk for, like, way too long.
You need simulacrums. Honestly, you need simulacrums.
Obviously, I don't, actually. I think I did very well without one, actually. Excuse you.
Okay, I'm just saying you could spend more time. We can go back to your. I'm just saying you could spend more time down here if you had
There's
simulacrums.
2 other versions of me up there. They're just weird.
Do you guys go back up to Godfried's domain?
Listen, they call me the crazy one. One has meat on him.
I'm gonna make sure. Oh no, I'll do the Scrap thing later. It's fine. I can call him up to the Pantheon for that.
Yeah. You flash up to Godfried's domain. Godfried, the paperwork that was once about this thick is now a tower that reaches hundreds of meters.
Oh, okay. Can I just go sit down and like run through some of these? There's ignition and combustion. I get to judge. Can I have fun?
You see your 2 other versions of yourself. The meat guy is busy slamming his gavel, and the other skeleton is busy doing a dance to entertain the lineup outside.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
Do the dance. Do the dance. This is.
That's what I was for part of the first mission.
Do the Godfried dance. Ha!
I love that dance.
Do the Godfried dance. Ha! You see some of them start joining in.
You might have a point.
Godfried
dance.
Are we here to punish ignition and combustion?
Yes, we are. Let's go.
Is that okay?
As you get up to your desk, a bunch of people in the line go like, "Ah!" One.
Shut up! You gotta get judged now.
I think that's what they're upset about.
Would you rather stand in line for all of eternity? I didn't think so.
Why does a bucket of dust get to cut in front of us?
Because the bucket of dust is God.
What?
I killed them.
Then who are you?
I'm your God now.
He's not lying. I would know.
Do you want to be a boat?
What?
I'll turn you into a fucking boat.
Okay, let's go to con.
Shut up.
Okay. As you sit at your desk, the bucket of dust, you see like kind of amoebas into like a point. What happened?
You took a number, bud. Welcome.
Is that it then?
Well,
No. This isn't the end. Far from it, actually.
Alistair appears beside you, pen and paper at the ready. Would you like me to read out their charges for their many?
Yes, please. That'd be wonderful, Alistair.
Impersonating a god. Impersonating me. Those are 2 separate charges.
that should not be. You're doing this to be a dick, Al.
Would you prefer that it not be separate charges?
No, it's fine.
Would you like to take up the defense for the god of combustion and ignition?
Not really.
Okay.
You're lucky. Most people don't get a defense.
Wanton murder. Grand conspiracy. Conspiracy to commit fraud. Actual fraud. Conspiracy to manipulate the government for personal gain. And, naturally, evasion of taxes of all varieties. And that's the short list.
Now, Godfried, the charges have been read. I leave this to you. And he disappears.
How do
Now-
you plead?
Yeah,
Confused?
that's not something you can say.
Not
Did you do those things?
Not guilty.
Crazy! I'd like to submit evidence 1 to the court, and I pull out the vial of warlock blood that I took. This was taken from the plane. As you can see, there is a planar signature on this, which is from said plane. You are now also guilty of lying under oath. Good job.
Oh, also, and I'm going to summon the Book of Lies and flip to the page that has them on it.
That's crazy.
If you lie, I will know.
That's crazy, bro. Good for you.
Godfried, would you mind
Yes.
if, as part of their sentencing, they have to tell me the complete whole story and truth of everything that they did and everything that they know so that I can use it for the Truth Commission stuff?
I mean, I actually don't know if that's under my jurisdiction. So
It might be under ours combined.
we'll figure that out in semantics. But I
put them on the stand.
we
Yeah, okay, we'll
all right, all right. Is he just an amoeba?
He's a powder amoeba.
All right, using my power, I'm gonna give him physical form.
What do you make him look like?
I make him look like what he used to look like, but just his arms are now fused together at the wrists.
Well, this is just unnecessary. Also, where's
I'll
the
do-
rest of me?
I'll do the fingers.
There's 2 of them, if you can remember. So did you combine ignition and combustion into one being?
No. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fuse their fingers together like this as well.
So it's 1/2 is ignition, 1/2 is combustion.
Yes, they're both holding hands.
This is a terrible fate.
No, for now. So, get up there.
They
I'm just gonna.
clumsily walk up the steps.
Ah, wonderful. All right. So you stand a trial for the following the crimes you've committed, as well as perjury under oath. So good job.
I do not recall.
That's crazy. 'cause you did just lie
point to the
under
Book of
oath.
Lies,
You did just.
I
lie
don't-
under
but I
oath.
do not recall. That's just appeared.
Listen, we don't have to give you a trial. I hope you understand. This is a mercy that might reduce some of your sentencing.
How might a reduced sentence work if I had committed those crimes?
Well, if you assist us in, let's say, giving over forbidden knowledge of the Chaos Pantheon, the inner workings of it, and the plans you were given, it might help your case a bit.
Make a persuasion check.
Do I have advantage or no?
Let's say flat.
I already have advantage,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. Cool. All right, that's 18. That is 6. So 18 plus. 18 plus 8 for 26.
What would... I'm looking around here, noticing the sentence is particularly Machiavellian in nature, as I see a boat is busy filling itself up and sinking itself eternally. Is that a person?
Yes.
So if I was to get a reduced sentence, what would this reduced sentence look like?
Well, my first ever person I tried became my warlock. I could reduce your godhood, mayhaps, down to that of a mortal, and enlist you in my service, which you can pay off your debts, and then, once that is done, you may finally die.
Or continue as a warlock if you wanted.
Is negotiation on these terms available?
Depends on how creative I'm feeling.
He's gonna insight check you. He sees into the eyes of an insane man. Alright, fuck it. Alright. I have recently recalled that I did in fact commit those crimes. and would like to change my statements to guilty.
Wonderful. Now, do you have any information you can offer up in service of the Order Pantheon that might help in your sentencing?
Help in my sentencing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did so on orders, not of my own volition. The orders of Queen Beatrice for a plan created by Z's God of Complications. Or is that former God of Complications? I would like to state that the impersonation of Alistair, if we are to call it that, was intentionally done to an extent that would prevent other gods from being confused. So no gods could be convinced the actions were Alistair's or in any way tied to him. Additionally, wanton murder, I believe, is a overextension of the charge, as I believe I had very intentional murders of specific targets.
I do want to note that when we say wanton murder, we are also extending the charges of those underneath you, as we cannot judge them. You will be judged in their stead.
Fair enough.
And let's not forget that thanks to these two, A's lost an aspect.
Ah, yes, the actions resulting in the death of an aspect of God. I don't know where that lines up in the charges, but I think we can chop that up to first degree.
I do believe that falls under fair play, under the declaration of war.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, but we're mad about it.
And yeah, we're fine.
I'll keep that in mind.
So,
I guess.
here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna give us an honest account of everything that happened from your end. All of the planning, all of your knowledge, all of the inner workings from your side. You're gonna write this up in a handy little document and you're gonna hand it over to me.
I would like the court to be aware that if I did this, they would lose the opportunity to question me further.
Oh, it's one of those situations. Okay, fair enough.
In the nature of honesty.
I assume that doesn't end up in the book.
It does not.
Theoretically, if we revoked your godhood and reduced you to mortals, would we still not be able to question you if you gave us a detailed account of your time on the plane?
Depends how far your jurisdiction reaches. Do you have jurisdiction over powers stronger than you?
I could subpoena them.
Why don't we play you guys ask specific questions and I give as best answers as I can?
Okay.
Sure.
What was the plan?
What was your intention on the plane?
The plan was as follows. Take control of the government on this place. Inspire them to hoard weapons and fight a war on the Badlands. Throwing the people at the cities into war and into desperation, as the cities would devolve into violence, as more and more industry, economy, commerce, and food would be siphoned out to the Badlands in order to continuously fund the war. My Dairy Queen is here, and that's important. I'm gonna grab that.
Anyways, how are you guys doing today, chat?
They didn't answer. That was really rude of them. They just didn't even...
They hate us.
Wow. Yeah, I think they do.
I know it.
They do hate us. Specifically.
That's my
really
dream.
disappointing.
I'm convinced that Offbeat teleports whenever they go to get food. It's so quick.
They probably just leave it at their door, you know?
And I leave it at my door, and the front door is like literally right there. I'm like,
Oh, they
right-
don't like leave it in the lobby or something? I thought they would.
Nah.
Fair enough.
Either way. Here's what the plan was. So Chaos creates enough discord and aggression so that we could successfully fund the war in the Badlands, siphon resources from the inner cities, turning eventually the entire plane into a desolate space that is built on war. The governments would eventually win, but they would be authoritarian enough that we could successfully supplant our own puppet gods, myself and my brother. Then we'd have control over the plane, as well as control over several key access points to the Feywild.
Why did the Chaos Pantheon want control over that plane?
I'm unclear on what Beatrice's intentions exactly were, but I can say that it was important to them that the Feywild be easily accessible.
And where are these access points to the Feywild?
The musician camp sits on the grandest teleportation circle for the Feywild. Additionally, there's another one. The basement of the financial building. There's an access point. There is a final one that I cannot speak of for fear of being discorporeated even further.
What if you hypothetically told us? Where might it be hypothetically?
I know you played this game with the Spirit of Wealth. I can't play this game with you. Unless you want me to leave here forever.
Yeesh.
What can you tell us about the nature of how this was going to help the Chaos Pantheon?
That's more Z's thing. I'm more.
Do you know where Ziz is?
I think you know more about where he is than I do. Last I saw, he was with you guys. Heard
That
anyway.
is interesting.
Either
Okay.
way, from what I could tell, the Feywild's important. It's useful.
What else should we ask Godfried?
I don't know if he would.
One moment, actually. I'm gonna summon Charlie.
Hey, how's it going, kids?
Charlie, I need your help.
Oh, are we in a court case? 1 second.
We're in a court
He
case.
disappears and comes back in a full suit. All right. So,
Thank you.
Godfried, are you taking the lead on this one?
Yeah, technically, I honestly, there's not much we can get out of this guy. I'm in fear of him being disintegrated on the spot.
Can you see how much truth of the situation that you can get? Because Alistair has me doing a truth commission, and it's very important to me to do this well.
Good job, kid.
Thank you.
Hey, if you're trying to get the truth of a situation, usually, if you're asking me, don't go asking alive people. The dead are much more compliant.
Oh, that's a good point.
Anyways,
Well, he's dead.
well, not yet, Tizzy.
Do
All right.
we
how
need
about
to
Godfried,
venture into...
question. Am I allowed to perhaps get an interdepartmental situation happening?
I would say so. This was a joint venture between Stories and Penance, so...
Do you mind if I get the big man involved?
Sure, why not?
All right. The plaintiff charged with, holy shit, that's a rap sheet. The plaintiff charged with all of this bullshit right here. Do you comply to a decursification seminar? A what? Decursification. Alistair comes by, he rids you of all your curses, and thus prevents discorporeation from other affecting third parties. Does that sound beneficial to all of us involved?
I'd say so.
He can do that without bringing about some sort of consequences?
Well, technically, he's inside our Pantheon.
Oh, okay.
He's
That
our
makes more sense.
citizen and under our protection. And thusly, as he is under our protection, we need to make sure he's as protected as we can possibly get him. And if he's so scared of being discorporeated, we should just remove the problems and the obstacles.
I think that seems pretty fair. What do you think, Igbustion?
No, there's still separate people. It's just their hands are fused together.
Never refer to me like that ever again, please. I will comply. In this moment, a beam of light violently shakes the entire domain. Sorry, I had to do that rough. I'm a little busy. I didn't have time for the full thing. I think he's good, though.
Thanks!
Excellent. Well, now you can ask him probably whatever you want. Go to town, kids. Have fun.
Well, that's awesome. Please tell us what. Please tell us where the third location is to the Feywild.
He's a bit nervous when he speaks, but he does say, the third location to the Feywild. Argus takes it with him. He's got a portal machine inside of that massive mech. One of the jobs that we were assigned to do was seize the mech and seize Argus from it.
So you could have the portable Feywild teleporter.
Exactly. And I didn't get discorporeated, so I can be much more compliant.
Well, that's wonderful. Can we revoke his godhood now? Can we do that? Is that under my jurisdiction?
I don't know whose jurisdiction I fall under anymore.
Well, technically mine, first and foremost. But, Alistair has, power over all of us because, he's the big man up top.
Yeah. Pretty sure he even has some level of power over the Chaos Pantheon because he wrote the Divine Contract, but that's a whole other series of thoughts. Or, like, he doesn't rule them, just like they also get their power from the Divine Contract.
You guys know I'm not a mortal god, though, right? You guys know, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be really funny to see you become immortal.
Do you know how to pay taxes?
Clearly
You're
a
gonna
vader.
start.
Have you ever worked a minimum wage job?
I think I'll set one of you up in a pharmacy.
To be fair, I've never worked a minimum wage job except when I was undercover as well. My dad's like, the creator of all existence, so
It's not minimum
I got cool
wage.
jobs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You said
I never had to do it.
Whatever.
Nepotism. It worked for me.
Okay. What else do you guys want to know? I can try my best, but I also wasn't told the most. I'm not exactly the linchpin of operations there. I was just the guy who was given orders.
So you were supposed to take over the government. That was your true job, right?
Yes, I took over the government. I did take over the government. I was successful.
Yes, you did. That was the job.
Take over the government and then incite a war in the Badlands in order to siphon resources from the city. I don't know why that was important. They
What
cared.
resources?
Huh?
What resources did they want?
Food, metals, material goods. They just wanted to starve out the main cities, ruin the quality of life there by forcing tons of resources away from the main city and funneling it all into this big war in the Badlands.
Why?
I don't know. I would love to know, but I did my job. That's what I was supposed to do. You'd have to ask Z's or Beatrice that if you want something about the king. I don't know.
What king?
Why?
The Skeleton King?
No, you're the Skeleton King, I'm pretty sure. You
Oh,
were
I
always
am.
The king there, though, was scared of the Skeleton King. Like a boogeyman of sorts.
I forgot there was a king.
I forgot about this too.
Well, well, that is fair. Most people have forgotten there's a king. He's not really in charge anymore, at least he wasn't, and now, because the government is a separate entity of sorts. It's like, they had a king, but they also had a democracy, and the democracy was the government. It's a whole thing. It's very complicated and stupid. But the king's the de facto ruler now, because the government's in shambles.
He's not going to have any power over the bandits. So.
Yeah. Good luck.
He's probably, if he does try to take on the bandits, he's probably going to have to make a deal with them to avoid being destroyed.
Yeah. So, okay. You got sent down there. You don't know the full plan. Z's knows the full plan. Why is the Chaos Pantheon sending full gods in to do this war? I thought that was against the rules.
Well, as far as I can tell, Beatrice was trying to pull a sneaky.
So that means that we can escalate the war on our end?
I don't think we should. I think that's a bad idea.
Well, she's sending in full gods.
It's kind of la situation. The way I see it, it's a game of chicken. She sends in me. Alistair has the option to escalate. If Alistair chooses to escalate, the one who escalates the war gets the advantage of, surprise. But escalating the war usually results in more death, more whatever.
So, okay, she sends in you, she trying to pull a sneaky. Has she sent in, to the best of your knowledge, any other gods that aren't mortal gods to do this job?
I think a lot of your questions can be answered by me giving a different explanation, if I may.
Okay.
Chaos gods and how the planning works, at least how Z's has orchestrated it, each individual chaos god is given orders. We do not know the orders of any other chaos god. We don't know the plans, we don't know anything. In fact, we don't know who we're being sent down there with until we meet them.
All right, then. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you guys work together previously? Like, you seem like a pair.
We have the same domain. We just have the same domain, but split down the middle. We're brothers.
Oh.
Okay, then. Do you know of any other chaos gods that have been deployed?
As far as I can tell, there is the demigod of consequences, not quite god, but you know her. Eleanor, have you met her?
Oh, we've met.
Okay, yeah, she's...
Hold on, a little while ago, I was told that there's a certain god that's untrackable on our end. Imagination.
Oh, he's probably deployed.
It's him. We never get to fight competent women.
Well, the reason why we don't fight competent women, most likely, is because, one, they're too strong for us, and two, they're not dumb enough to get caught by us.
And her name is Beatrice.
Yeah, but, it would be nice if more of the villains were women, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. And it's almost...
Pain was a man.
I'm a skeleton. I'm genderless.
Why do we have to deal with men all the time? They're so annoying.
The Fae Court was ruled by an entire ruling class of women. But, that doesn't count.
It would just be nice, is all I'm saying.
It literally happened. It literally happened.
If one time, just once, in all of this, we were going up against, a mission against
Yeah, you don't
It
even,
would just be nice.
you don't even know if you're fighting imagination next.
No, but we were told that we can't track them down, which was very sus, so I'm sus.
So you need to go and critique the genders of every single entity
Yes.
you've ever fought.
Yes, this is the natural conclusion of that line of thinking is all I'm saying. Sorry, please continue. Yeah, so imagination, you were saying?
It's probably somewhere.
Interesting. Well,
And you don't know the missions of any of the others.
Like I said, to prevent exactly what's happening right now, we don't know anyone else's plans.
Well, then it seems you're of no further use to us. Unfortunate for you two.
but they were cooperative.
Just because they were cooperative doesn't mean that they were helpful.
We did promise to give them a reduced sentence,
I
and I kind
promised
of like the
nothing.
idea of them becoming one of your warlocks.
I promise nothing, but I'll make them a warlock. Well, first off, as your punishment, for every person you inadvertently killed, for every cent your people made, for every cent was extorted from the people, you will work a year for me. Every death, every cent, every grain of sand in that desert we fought upon, you will serve me until it is empty. Second, I'm going to try and revoke your godhood. If I can't, you're still going to work for me. Third, every Thursday you're going to have to walk the dog that you tried to enslave.
That's a person, you know that, right?
They want to be a dog. Technically, it's two people. Excuse you.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to revoke my godhood?
Why wouldn't I?
It's up to you, King. You're the boss.
Are there benefits to you staying a god?
I don't know, you want my domain to just get thrown back? It's fine, I guess.
I'll keep it in a little jar. How about that?
No, Godfried. I think what's being said is that if we keep ignition and combustion, we can steal that domain for order.
I don't think we can steal it if they're alive. I got the paperwork to incorporate that into my domain. Oh,
Well, Alistair will.
can I get an assistant here? Ow!
Al's busy, I'm here. What's up, kid?
How much time would it take to incorporate the domains of combustion and ignition into penance?
Well, do you want their domains in your domain? Or do you want them to be licensed under your domain?
Honestly, a licensing agreement would be a lot easier, because then I'll still own it.
Alright, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, alright? So they need to keep their position, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to incorporate it into penance. Keep them separate entities. Ignition, combustion, separate. However, tag them on as warlocks. Alright? Effectively,
Okay.
their power comes from you. Meaning that through the licensing of the contract that they sign when they become your warlock, we acquire ignition and combustion.
All right, let's sign them. We'll sign them as talent.
Alright? See, Charlie writes up the contract, slaps it down on your desk. I just need you to notarize here, make sure that feel free to look it over if you feel
Godfried's like shorthand signature is just a skull. Just a skull.
Here,
It's the emoji.
here,
Yes.
here, one more here.
Okay.
Next page.
Oh
Sorry,
my god.
I'm sorry, kid. This is a big deal.
It's fine.
It's a big deal.
It's
It's your
fine.
first acquisition. Are you happy? Are you proud?
Sure. I don't know, man. Paperwork sucks.
You guys are getting off so easy right now. I hope you
Oh
know
no, they're
that.
not getting off easy. I'm just not revoking their godhood. I own them now.
Yeah, there's a benefit. I just hope you two know that.
Great. I'm glad I could die and still exist, I guess.
Oh, don't act like you're the victim here. You were gonna try to kill us.
You should have had more hit points, bud.
I'm just saying, don't act like you're doing me a favor, because I wouldn't have acted
You're
like
right.
I'm doing you a favor.
I'm not.
No, you would have just killed me dead and not given me a second chance. Just.
You're order gods. You always get second chances.
Facts. In multiple aspects.
All right. The papers slammed in front of them, and they signed them. And Godfried, you feel the following. For one, your resistance to fire is transformed into a permanent immunity to fire. Additionally, if you ever receive fire damage, you heal for the amount taken.
Oh, you don't say.
Also, I'm not going to give you another ability to activate, but as a passive feature, after hitting a creature with your action, at the end of the action, you may roll a d20. They acquire that many stacks of gunpowder. You may use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
Alright, say that again to me.
So after using your attack action to hit a target, you may roll a d20. The creature is then inflicted with that many stacks of gunpowder. You may use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. I can't believe fire damage is never going to be dealt to Godfried ever again.
Fire's never going to be used in this game.
Well, now you guys get to use fire.
I just want to point out, you can't keep complaining that Godfried is impossible to kill and then making him less killable.
Fire damage is no longer in the rotation of damage types I deal anymore.
Can you bring in some more Psychic and Thunder? That's all I'm asking for.
Oh, Psychic and Thunder?
Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind.
You're gonna love this next section.
Why can't I be resistant for once?
You will be. I've already told you some.
I've already I know, and I'm scared for my life.
It'd be great. What are you talking about?
All right. And at that, these two people conjoined as one. Sign their deal. All right. Now what?
Right. Now you work for me. Congratulations. Welcome to the team.
Where do I go?
Oh, you shouldn't have asked that.
I haven't really figured that out yet. Want to go to the sweatshop?
No.
Why don't you start making garments for me? I'm not fixing your hands, by the way. Have fun.
Oh, Godfried, I think you should at
They
least
get
let
up
them.
and they make their way over.
Adibus is going to have some new tailors.
And with that, we end today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. It's over!
It's finally over.
It's finally done. This a ding dong, the witch is dead. This arc 2 of Paperwork Pantheon concludes.
Can we just assume that even if I forget to bring it up later, that Viari at some point does give Scrap a prayer? I'll try to remember.
Yes.
But yeah, prior to the thing, because I don't want it to be one of those things where it's like, you didn't say.
I got you.
So you didn't do it, and now your little brother hates you.
Now he harbors bitter resentment.
I can't handle that. Don't do that to me. I love this boy. You've already taken away the other character who was basically my sibling. Gary.
Oh.
Did you? Me?
Anyway,
Jenny's waiting for us to play Lethal Company.
That is all for today. Thank you for watching this episode of Paper Pantheon. My name is Offbeat Outlaw. If you like this episode, if you like all the episodes, please be sure to join the Patreon. The link is in the description. It is $3 a month, and it helps continue to allow me to make this content as often as I do. So if you do enjoy this, please, it is the best way to support it. The other best way to support it is to watch me on Twitch. Do that. I know a lot of you have been doing that when you can, so I appreciate it. Brooke.
My name is Brooklyn Tuesday, and because Amelia is not here to do it, remember to make sure that you are supporting Palestine and contact your relevant local authorities and do the things that Amelia always says. And also support Offbeat on Patreon.
Daniel.
Danny.
You know me.
That you